Netflix made a short movie category after Pete Davidson's SNL plea. Okay, he goes on SNL, does a skit of some kind.
Yeah.
And I guess he's in the skit, he's looking for a different way to interface with Netflix. Everyone has these problems on Netflix where they...
Just let me check if it's April 1st. Okay, no.
No, everybody knows. You go on Netflix and you can't... Half the battle is figuring out what you want to watch.
Uh-huh.
And I guess in his skit, he said, and this is a quote, there's a lack of short-ass movies.
Right.
And then Netflix goes in because they're super cultural and they pay attention and they're very memey and they're having fun and they have social media managers.
Mm-hmm.
And so they came up with a new category for films that fits his definition and run no longer than 40 minutes long. But here's the thing.
An hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a short-ass movie?
No.
Not at all.
It's 100 minutes.
That's
It's like a regular movie.
Yeah. I guess it's more like no long movies.
Right. Like the 2 hours, 3 hours.
I guess it also depends on your designation of a movie because typically you would have like a documentary that would be shorter. You're not going to usually have a 2-hour documentary. I watch a lot of documentaries, so they're all short ass if short ass is under an hour 40. Oh, I missed my shout out. Can you scroll up in the chat just ever so slightly? I missed my shout out right there.
Eddie Farr.
Oh, thank you very much, Eddie.
Thanks for the 50.
Appreciate it, and much love right back at you. We are having as much fun as anybody else who's here doing this. Anyone who's with us,
I think so.
we're having as much fun, if not more.
I think so, yeah. More fun.
Although, you know, one thing we haven't done in a while is ordered like food or drinks or anything. Because when like Mo's here, sometimes he would do a very casual, like, hey, I'm going to order something you want. And then that acted as a really nice dynamic component in our show that's been missing since Mo's been missing. So as soon as he gets back, we're going to have to pick up that aspect.
Have him order food for us?
That's right.
Okay.
No, among all the other 10,000 things that he does.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I guess an hour 40. He doesn't want to watch a movie that's over an hour 40. All right, that's fine. Netflix decided to add it for him because they're very reactive and they're very social media. And that's the thing on social media. When you're a social media manager, it's all about timing. Well, you're like, oh, they're talking about us. Who's talking about us? Pete Davidson. Mm-hmm. Pete Davidson, the guy that's dating Kim Kardashian that Kanye keeps threatening. And they're like, yes. And it's like, damn, but it's late at night and I got to go to bed. And it's like, no, you better get this URL up there because we are reactive. We are responsive. We are social media managers. Woo! And there's a big chant and a cheer.
Mm-hmm. Don't you think, though, like some movies, just because they're long, like,
yeah,
it kind of gets lost in the filter of this? Because there are some movies that are really good that could be 3 hours long. And just kind of gets left in the wayside.
Well, how about the fact that Davidson's own movie, The King of Staten Island, is over 2 hours?
Oh, bummer.
It does not fit into this criteria.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I watched Dune. Dune was longer than that.
Dune was really long. So was The Batman. It's 3 hours long.
Did you just say The Batman?
Yeah, that's what the movie's called.
Easy, Will.
Matt Reeves. Shout out.
Man,
What?
I thought I was sitting across from Robert Pattinson for a second. The way you said The Batman.
Yeah, I was offended, and I was very...
I thought I was questioning everything for a moment there.
Great movie, by the way.
Well, people have told me this. Mo was not as happy as Jack was. Jack was like nutty. Jack was like, best movie I've ever seen. Get out of my face.
I don't agree with that.
Well, he didn't say. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but
yeah.
But what do you say? What do you say? Without any spoilers, you say one sentence about The Batman.
It's a really accurate depiction of the comics. If you like the comics, then you should watch it.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
But back to this article, I feel like even though it's 3 hours, it didn't feel like it in the theaters. You know?
You went to a movie theater?
I did.
That's
was
huge.
fun.
That is
Yeah.
fun. I haven't done that in
I
a
was
while.
so excited.
Maybe I'll have to catch the Batman at some point here. Shout out to Paper Paul.
Yeah. Well, I want to see this. I want to see the list of movies that's short.
You're gonna go to netflix.com/shortassmovies.
Yeah.
I think you won't be the only one.